And I just don't get why dads act like that. I don't get that. It's like I always have to like give in. I always have to let this man have his way, and I hate that. Just because I want her to be at peace, because I want other people to be at peace. I don't. It's like, why can never, like, even when situations are against me, even when I'm hurting.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Okay, let's talk about baby mama, the baby mama culture, and irresponsible men. I will play a video of a certain lady crying and wishing that her baby daddy would be more responsible in the life of their daughter. I would also play a video of a lady reacting to that video. She had a lot to say. What do I think about irresponsible men in relationship? Should we even call the baby mama, baby dada, daddy a relationship? I don't even know what to call it. But what do I think about irresponsible men? If a man is irresponsible, he is irresponsible. Some people are irresponsible because they don't care about you. A lady did ask this lady a question. The video I'm going to play, she was like, what makes you think the man would care about your child if he doesn't care about you? I think some women, they think that, okay, a child might soften the heart of a man. If the man does not care about me, he might care about the child might soften his heart. I don't think that works for a lot of men. I've heard some people say men don't even like their wives enough. They're just managing them because they're already in the marriage. You're just managing them. This word is hard. It's complicated. If you're trying to understand your fellow human being, it's complicated, especially when it comes to love, romance, romantic relationship is very, very complicated. Honestly, I always say this: look for a good person. That's the very good place to start with. Look for a good person. If a man is a good person, the man would not let you suffer. If a woman is a good person, the woman would not let you suffer. They would look past whatever is going on, be it whether you guys were in a relationship or not, you had a breakup or not. They would think about you as a human, and they would think about your well-being, your welfare. That's what I think. So always look out for a good person first before any other thing. Look out for someone that has a good heart before any other thing. Even if the person is a baby daddy, the person would think about the pain, the struggle that comes with raising a child alone. And that person would be willing to help because the person is a good person. Let's hear her story.
The thing I hate the most about being a baby mama or being the mother of someone's child is the fact that I always have to take the higher road. I always have to be the one to compromise. I always have to be the one to sacrifice for her. For the betterment of her life, I have to be the one to sacrifice. Why is it never the other way around? Why don't you have to sacrifice anything? Why don't you have to give in a little sometimes?
I think the reason why he's not sacrificing anything, the reason why he's not giving a little sometimes is because he does not care, and it's something she's failing to understand. This man does not care. He doesn't care about you, and he does not care about the child. If he did care about you, he would extend the grace towards your child. It's obvious he does not care about you, and it's like you're forcing him to care, and he doesn't care.
Because you fucking don't. You never do, and you probably never will. You're stubborn as shit. And I just don't get why dads act like that. I don't
know. Not all dad that acts like that. You're forcing this man to be a dad. You are forcing him to be a dad. Not all dad that acts like that. You have the wrong dad there. You have the wrong person with you. That's just it. He does not care.
I don't get that. It's like I always have to like give in. I always have to let this man have his way, and I hate that. Just because I want her to be at peace, because I want other people to be at peace. I don't. It's like,
it's not, for me, it's not about the peace or wanting people to be at peace or what. Just focus on yourself and your child. It's obvious this man does not want you. He doesn't want the child. He just might be coming around and acting all nice, but deeply he doesn't want you. Into he doesn't want you, because if someone wants you, someone will do what is necessary, what is required of them to do, and he's not doing it. So why are you still sticking around? Why are you still hearing from him? Why are you still hoping, like you're being hopeful? Like, it doesn't make sense. Just focus on you and your child and look for help.
Why I can never, like, even when situations are against me, even when I'm hurting, and it's stuff that like damages me and traumatizes me, I still have to give in. And I hate that. I mean, of course I'm gonna do anything for my daughter, anything to make her happy, anything to keep her life at peace. But I just hate that I'm in this situation. And people could say, oh yeah, you chose to be a baby. I didn't choose to be a baby mama. I didn't choose to be a single mom. I didn't choose that. It was just what the fuck happened. And it's what I have to deal with. But I'm still gonna complain. I'm still gonna say how much I hate it here. Because I do. I never met somebody who makes your life as difficult as a baby daddy. Nobody in my life, nobody, enemies in high school, nobody has ever made my life this difficult. Ever. And I hate it here.
She said she didn't choose to be a baby mama. Do people choose to be baby mamas? I think some people, being a baby mama is a business for them. You'd see one lady having kids for 5 different men. It's a business for them. In that case, people choose to be baby mamas. Some people, they just get married and get divorced and then they become baby mamas. That's a different scenario. But if you did not get married to this person and in the relationship you know it's not going well and you went ahead to have a baby for the person, is it safe for us to say you saw it and you chose to be baby mama? I don't know. She said she didn't choose, and people don't choose to be baby mamas. But I think some people deliberately want to be baby mamas, but some people, it just happens. But I don't think it has just happened. If you were married before and then you got divorced, is a different thing. Do you get? But in this her case, I don't think it just happened. Yeah, let's hear what the next speaker has to say.
I have to be the one to sacrifice. Why is it never the other way around? Why don't you have to sacrifice?
What I'm about to say is going to come off as harsh and not necessarily directed to her, but directed to women that currently don't have a baby by a man. I was recently asked, why do women give advice to other women for worst case scenarios? And I basically said, because you don't listen in the beginning. And so we just have to tell you how to survive because you do not listen. And there is no reason in 2022 that a woman is having a baby by a man and expecting him to show up in any kind of way out of wedlock.
I just said it because if you have to look at a scenario, you have to look at what is happening between you and that person. If you're having a baby out of wedlock, what else are you expecting? And you wouldn't say it just did not happen. Sorry, you wouldn't say it just happened. No, it didn't just happen. Because you're clearly having a baby out of wedlock. And even men that are married are even irresponsible. Talk more of someone that is having a baby out of wedlock. That man, I don't know, it just takes the grace of God for him to be responsible, if you get what I mean.
Hell, half the time being married to a man doesn't mean anything either. We have said repeatedly that these men do not like you. They like you enough, but they don't really like you. And then when you have a baby, they really don't like the baby. They don't know the baby. The baby is viewed as an additional responsibility to a man. And when he don't want the responsibility of you, why do you think he's going to want the responsibility of a baby? At some point in time, women have got to take ownership of the bad decisions that we are making.
True, period. You have to accept the consequences of your bad decision. You have to accept it. When things come to you, you have to accept it, and then you have to level up and find a way to handle the situation. Sitting down and hoping and being hopeful and waiting for the man to be responsible, I don't think that's going to happen, sister. I don't think it's going to happen. You just have to take yourself, pick up yourself and pick up your baby and do what you're supposed to do.
I have one son because I knew that I personally could handle and manage one kid with the support system that I had. I didn't have any more than that because I knew that I would be somewhere balled up in a corner crying, trying to figure out my life. I did not trust my husband enough to have more than one kid, and it's a good damn thing I didn't, because when the shit got really hard, he left. Luckily for me, he turned into a good baby daddy. Notice I said turn into. So why doesn't a man make a sacrifice for women? Why do y'all have to take him and put him on child support? Why doesn't he want to see that kid? Because he didn't want you, and now he don't want that baby. But he's not going to say that. Now here's the advice for the best case scenario if you find yourself as a single parent. Boo, it's on you. Look to your community. That's what you can do. Look to your community. Look to your aunties. Look to your friends. Look to your family. Look to your immediate community, because that man don't give a shit. And the longer you sit somewhere expecting him to change, expecting him to show up, expecting him to do something that he is clearly not interested in doing, the longer you're going to sit in misery. This is just the reality of it. So again, stop having these babies by these sorry ass men. And if you do decide to have a baby, you need to know that that is your baby. Stop expecting them to do some shit for a kid that he wouldn't do for you.
Okay, guys, I totally do agree with this lady. It's your baby. Stop expecting him to do something for the kid that he wouldn't do for you. He didn't like you. How then do you expect him to like the kid? He wasn't there for you. How then do you expect him to be there for the kid? No, the man is clearly irresponsible, and I would say you should just pick up yourself, move on, get a job, look for support system, and forget about him. This is all I have to say. This is what I can say about that situation. Just look for a support system and forget about that man, because the man does not care. He clearly does not care. Anyways, guys, this is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye.